into this grand final of the South American region.
Well, there's no pandas in Rio, but there's some pandering on the desk as we get into the action. Isurus are not waiting around. They're hungry for blood, and they got the A site. 2 immediate kills, and the bomb planted. I mean, this is an undoable retake, you would think, for Boom. 3 on 5, dinked, no kit, only armor, no util. How the hell do you get back in here?
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be easy, right? And with this time ticking away and these smokes still up, all that Boom can really do is wait. Cello makes his presence known from up here in the heavens, and now they've got their attention fixated on him. Cello. Oh, ooh. Oh, there we go.
Eventually.
He does get it. Very, very patient. But this shouldn't matter, right? Even with that 1 kill coming in, it's still a round for Isurus, you would imagine. And now you don't have to imagine. It is the round for Isurus. Phelps is going to go ahead and get the hell
Boom
out
certainly have to be worried about that moving into this game. Another fast play. This time it does get stopped, but the bomb gets dropped right down the vent alongside the corpses that are at least allowed by Boom. They find 2 kills through the door area. So the bomb is lower. That's something for Isurus, but no one else is. So that's easier said than done to get to that position. Lynx has found himself from outside into main, but his teammates are falling like flies. Deco going to give it a go, but running out of ammo and a missed spray. Lynx could finish the job on the second, could drop B, but he's going back to swap guns, and that will get him caught out by Shiz. Boom. That's a great 1-1. You know,
my favorite one is when you played in Europe and you hear someone calling it marshmallow. Yeah, marshmallow. One's marshmallow. Well, in this round, oh, Phelps and Bolts. They're the ones lighting it up. Ooh. And here, Yell up in heaven with this scout is able to put 1 on the board. Reversive. Now the last man standing, throwing into this 1v2 clutch. He mollies out the heaven, and that's going to facilitate a bomb plant here. At the very, very least, Yell has left heaven and regrouped with Cello over here in main. Reversive has a very tall task ahead. He's got to try and overcome this, and he doesn't know where both these players reside. They line up for him, though, and that's almost the double. Yell now knows he's got him trapped, but Reversive holds his own.
Keep it up, or will Boom quickly return the favor and put them back on Eco. Molly is going to be rushed as Isurus smoke it off. They're going to go into the A site. Shiz with 2, and Bolts above drops the bomb. Isurus are barely in the A site as they come late from the lobby. Reversive out the door, receiving some nade damage. Nothing too beastly, but the Molotovs will be as they push Cello out. He's more than ready to swing wide and take a kill with it. Reversive again, holding strong in this game.
Contact will be the hot player, and Reversive is going to have a lot of angles to bear in mind as he tries to get in, and he does deal with the first man, but left on 4 points of health to deal with the remaining 2. It's a very big ask for this man, and Yell is holding down.
HLTV forum users? Is it the Reddit users? Who is it really? We're going to find out. I'm going to let Harry stew on that one and let Hugo cast around.
Oh, Phelps, he is very, very dangerous. Yeah, hiding in a smoke, that will work for a second and not a second longer. Yell gets 1 outside before Isurus keep a fast pace down towards lower. Obviously, a few rounds have transpired since you last saw this game on your screen, so just to update you, it has been mainly Boom taking these rounds, unsurprisingly, as Isurus are left at least with guns in this one, and they're making the most out of this situation. 4 on 3 and deep yard control. This gives them the room to move up towards that top site. They can flank heaven, but they might meet Shiz in the meantime. He's coming through the hell door. Oh, he's missed the timing by a second, but he sees a player on his left. Can't connect the shot. Looking for an immediate dink, and instead he's down, and so is Bolts falling from the silo. It's just Cello alone.
Yeah, and he gets shut down pretty quick, should be. 1962, gonna pick up the pace towards outside, and when you pick up the pace, oh, you gotta be ready to pick up pieces, because there's lots of them over here towards outside, thanks to Phelps. He has cut down this offensive almost single-handedly. Lynx and Deco trying to see this through to the end, and it's a very bitter end.
So much with the smokes coming down. Isurus can drop towards lower, and multiple players will do with the bomb. Cello is about to get an unfortunate surprise. So will Shiz coming through the event as well. Phelps is late to the party, but he's here with a bang and a boom, but only 1 to his name, leaves Lynx in with a trade. Yell can't connect the shot, and the smokes are up. Isurus have cordoned him out of the bomb site, and it might just have to be an instant save for Boom in this 2 on 4.
Did you figure out which community is the most casual? Like the most casual of competitive gamers? Well, that doesn't make sense. The most casual of gamers within Counter-Strike. Is it A, Reddit?
Yeah.
Is it B, the HLTV.org forum users? Is it C?
I almost wonder if it's like the idea of trying to bait someone to push the smoke and take an advantage, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see if that ever prevails. Shiz down here towards the back of the CT vent. Does damage, stays alive, and continues to put up numbers. It is a teardown for Isurus in this round. They get shut out of the A-bomb site, and a ninth round.
Just going to get mowed down by crossfires, and there's so many spots to play. So another play for Isurus, this time with grenades behind it, but the spam is there. Shiz lays down the damage, does do something to the one rifle in the hands of Isurus. It's the last round of the half, but they do have lower. Right now, Yell's waiting for it, but he gets smoked off. His teammate inside of the site will hold his own with one, dropping that AK. Doesn't get retrieved, the bomb plant gets denied, and Boom are all over this one. 4 on 2, no way back in for Isurus, you would think.
You might think that. Just 1962 has the tech Nina, and guess what? 4 players alive on Boom to try to eliminate. Well, he's good for 1 at least on the Phelps. That's going to give himself an AK and a flash. But this bomb is down inside the site. And well, guess what? These Boom esports guys, they just really don't want you to have it 1962. Repeat CL.
Hello.
Nice couple of bullets there. A little bit of a love tap on a Yell. But now these last 2 players are inside of the site. It's going to be Bolts and Cello. And quite the dirty angle up there from Cello. 1962 can't see him, but in the opposite, in the inverse of it, you can see his feet. He's going to try to wrap his way around to the control room side, and it's a spot on the player on site. Now that's a considerable amount of damage. Pulls the fight for Bolts. He's going to use the Molotov that he has, and now try to double back over to these double doors. Time ticking away. 30 seconds on the clock, and now he's going to have to try to make a move here. Now he has to try to make a change in the way that this has gone.
But yeah, we're ready for the action. We're ready for the end of the first map. If Boom want to take it that way, let's see if their T side has got more to say. Apparently not. Isurus will just damn near destroy them through that doorway. Smoke spam for the USPs, and the pistols will come out on top for Isurus. 2 on 5, 1 on 5. Cello is all alone. He's got to play this round like an instrument.
Nice, man. It's not bad. Let's see if he can do it. Cello, of course, a stringed instrument, and he's going to have to pull on a few heartstrings right here to really get this one back in his favor. It's going to be Noxy who puts it on to Cello.
And this has allowed Phelps to wrap pretty close to main. Flash goes out, and now Phelps knows Noxy's whereabouts, takes the head-to-head, and takes the head off of Noxy. Trade comes in at the very, very least, or an equalizer rather, to leave us into a 4-on-4 with Phelps still tagged up over here towards outside. But this is a real gap for him to try and exploit. Reversive has come in with a flank down beneath, but he gets caught as well. Phelps is ready and raring to go. And now just 2 players left. 1962 tries to do what he can, but it's not going to be enough. Lynx now 1v3 as the rest of his team have fallen. Phelps has done such a good job with this heaven wrap, and it just feels like he's... Ooh, hang on a minute. I was going to say, like, yeah, okay, this is great. He's hidden. Lynx is looking for this kill.
There it is.
And there we go. He does get it at the very, very least, but it's still a 1v2. Time ticked off for this bomb. It's not impossible for Lynx, but it's not going to be easy either. Both players just battening down the hatches inside of the site, and Shiz bests him in the head-to-head. That M4 gets retrieved as well earlier on in the round. So massive one for Boom, and now a fast aid play. They know the money isn't good for Isurus, so they try and pick up the pace.
Oh dear, it's not going too well for them. Trades will come through late with the Molotov eventually burning Deco out. The wrap from outside is there for Yell. He was the one to throw the molly in the first place, so of course he's late, but Recursive is early here on time inside of the site, but a timely death as Cello finds him with the M4, and a re-smoke to main will cut Lynx out of this round for the time being. They should know he's here. The reload will make it very clear. And Boom, they can stick the plant here on the A site. Lynx, worth going for, right? It's an eco after all. But how realistic is this? Cello being low, of course. Lynx does hear him, and that's something for this Deagle, but Yell's going to be even harder to get through playing still inside of the site. Lynx has to win this first fight. Ooh. So hard to get out
on this map. So Phelps flashed in through the squeaky door, makes quick work of the first man. Deco is trapped back in the site, and he doesn't even get to see anyone. Yell's mopped up 2 players on the flank, and Noxy is shut down as well. 14-6 for Boom. My goodness, thank God he had his knife out, because that was not the cleanest of kills, but it doesn't matter. Phelps and Yell have got the round under lock and key. Deco 1v3. And he's got to do a hell of a lot here, armed with only an MP9. 40 seconds as this bomb plant comes through. And with so much time to decide their post plants, you know, they're going to be more than ready for this down inside of B. I doubt Deco even attempts it, right? He wants to try and get out of this round with a rifle if he can.
Bomb
it's
drop,
be
3-on-3, and then Phelps just taps them both, you know?
Of conditioning to have, because it is like one of the most horrible positions to try and check as you get out into that A bomb site. And it's forced a lot of these like kind of just fighting up at top on the ground. And not where you want to be, Phelps. It's the B play as he opens up onto reverse. If they get control of ramp, Deco goes barreling through the smoke and tries to disrupt the flow of this round. No more freebies for Boom as Isurus turn up the heat in this one. It's made a 3-on-3, and now actually man advantage back in favor of Boom. Isurus, there was a time where it looked like they could have taken this round. They do not want it to slip away from them. Yell is coming in on a flank, and oh no, Lynx doesn't even turn around.
I'm sure the Isurus fans are reeling in that number. Here we go, start the pistol round off strong.
Yeah, but for who is the question? The trades are in. It seems to be the side of Isurus for a second before Boom immediately put it back into a 2-on-2 with split players taking fights on the A site. Bolt is out and about. He's got no support though. Oh dear, those USPs can be terrifying at such a range, but he's caught a player out of position. Trade is imminent, but Deco now knows this man's on the site. He can try and duck dive and get towards B. Instead, he'll just win the battle. 3 kills for Fur, and that certainly will get...
Lakes looking over in top mid. My goodness, Bolts has just deleted the first man over here at the A site. Lynx is now looking to follow up in response to this. It's Reversive creeping down through ramp to come in on a bit of a flank. Bolts has got a good read on this. That nade, I thought it was going to do far more damage, but it just does 1. Because, you know, nades are 10 out of 10 and not broken. However, it doesn't matter because Phelps has dealt with a man down in connector. As they go towards B, I think Boom were hoping this was going to force a bit of a rotate, right? With them getting a kill over at the A side of the map and in connector. But that hasn't happened. And that's because of this aggression down through ramp from Reversive. But it could prove to be a double-edged sword. If he doesn't get to the apartments in time, they can cross down through connector and hit this A bomb site. And he might have realized this as an opportunity a little too late. They rotate away from the apartments. They boost the man up into window, but they've still left their options open. They can really go anywhere at this point in time on the side of Boom, as long as they can get past Deco. And right now, he is decking them. He's on 4, on for the ace. Yell left up in the 1v2 and is lost down here in the lower tunnels. Also won't be aware that Reversive is pushed into the apartments earlier on and is now set up inside of the B bomb site.
The biggest worry is the time. Yeah, he's got to start running, right? That gives away his position. And Reversive, there's almost no way he loses his round as a result. As long as the gun is pulled out, and it is just about, he'll get the free AWP as well. Yell making it work. Molotov up mid. Phelps is still here, and he's ready for the push. He's seen the shadow. He's got the info, and he's got the kill. Noxy didn't fully clear this position before he attempted to back off, and he will pay the price. Boom. Man advantage in this round. 3-1 lead. Looking to break the money right back of Isurus, and this round would certainly do that. One thing it's worth noting for all you Isurus fans out there is losing this grand final doesn't mean they're eliminated from the running to the Road to Rio, the major title. Of course, there are going to be multiple tournaments run this year to decide who will be making it to Rio. And those tournaments are going to replace the minors. There's going to be 3 over the course of 2020. And this is the first. And with each tournament, the points climb, the importance climbs.
And while we're doing housekeeping of the rules, etc., I've seen a couple of people asking questions about agent skins. Now, this is following the Valve rule set for majors, right? So they're allowed.
Yes.
Because Valve love an agent skin.
And so do all the people playing matchmaking. And let me tell you about how evil that can become. But right after this, Shiz on a nice deeg there, a deco of a shot.
Oh dear, they're going to win this round. He's got him trapped. That's a big kill. 1962 holds on to the bomb and leaves Bolt in a clutch, but low HP on Lynx. Luckily hits a shot straight away with the AWP, and 2 for each of these
I'm a little bit salty after that one, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It's only pistols in this round. Bolts is going to make quick work of Noxy, but surely he should get laid to rest soon. Come on, no, this can't be how it happens. Phelps has deeg down 1, and there's even been a kill found with a Glock. Oop. Oh, come on, there we go.
dear.
Phelps has removed another. Deco, he's done a hell of a lot to start this round. Now he's got to be the man to end it as well. Now he has got a temporary one-on-one, but it doesn't really matter how many players he had to face.
They're actually, funnily enough, the only team that were able to take a map off of Boom in their initial best of threes. Isurus have yet to do that, but they're looking for it now. The Eagles are out for the CT side, and maybe the Pistols are the solution for both these teams. 3 kills, blink, and you miss it. The B site's open, though. If Boom get control of this, that could be massive, but the bomb has been lost at top of middle.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's happened again.
What?
Yeah, Shiz has got a 1v5 ace this. Now, I don't want to say it, but we did see Fallen with like anti-eco 1v5 ace, and yeah, maybe it's just a Brazilian thing to have happen. So let's see. Can Shiz live up to the standard that MIBR's Fallen has set? If I was a betting man, I would say no, but let's see. I'd love for him to prove us wrong. First man down. Still 4 more standing, a long ways away from making this feel doable, but he still has time to play with. The thing is, Isurus, if they just group up, there shouldn't be a way that he can isolate these fights. It's going to have to be something nuts. Now, he spots a man over here in mid, and likewise, he's been spotted by the man in mid, so almost gets a temporary one-on-one onto Noxy.
Yeah, he's looking for
from the bank accounts of Shiz, but he will at least have a gun in that follow-up round. I imagine here, if you're Boom, you just fully buy it. And you
with him this time. Instead, he's onto the CZ. So he might be the bait to the switch up of Yell, right? If you send bolts in fast to try and get out, he's going to draw the attention of these players in the site away. And at the very, very least, that's information. And look, there you go. That's what you wanted. He gets into the site safely, and now the attention is on bolts. And this gives Yell, still up in Palace with that AWP, a bit more room to breathe. A bomb plant here for Boom is fantastic, as now it puts Isurus on the clock, and you can try and use these pistols at the closer ranges to set up the rest of the gang and start to upgrade your arsenal. With every kill, you can upgrade your weaponry, but here's a flank from Deco that certainly won't go unnoticed. Yell is left in the clutch. A 1v2 required. They throw the smoke in. He's got to try and go out round it, and Reversive has his number. Defuse going to come on in. There we go. Well, said it, and I was like, it should, and it is. There we go. 4th round on the board for Isurus. They keep that under control. A bomb plant for Boom is pretty stellar, right? As like a bare minimum. It lets them bring out some pistols into this round before the buy.
Being put down to an economical disaster. Deco, he misses the catch-up, so he's going to just safely retreat through the connector. Flashes certainly deny him from getting aggressive there, and the aggression's coming out of the A site as Boom pushed quick through the ramp with the contact play. Deco got a hold from the connector, playing the above angle to watch Palace, but instead gets some leg shots onto Bolts, who jumps stair side. Versive waiting in the spawn, and big fight to win as well. Puts Isurus in a good position to retake.
Oh, and Phelps gets cut down on his own over in middle. Yell is now entrusted with the entirety of this round, and it's all on his shoulders now. They have him trapped over here at the back of the site, but they don't actually know his whereabouts just yet. They'll tap the bomb. That hasn't baited the peak. Yell. Oh, he's got a little bit of time to work with. First man, but not able to follow up. The defuse held, and Isurus looking to exploit this freedom over towards B. And so at the very, very least, 1962's information is going to allow for an extra man over here at the A bomb site. However, Noxy hasn't even begun to rotate round yet. This flank is still coming in from 1962. That's something that Boom are going to have to bear in mind till later in the round. Noxy missing that shot on the player trying to cross. The A site has been taken, but this is where the flank could tear everything apart. We've been waiting all round for it to show its head, and now it finally does. And even with just 1 kill, it's the delay and the stalling of this bomb plant that it's caused that might just tear the round away from Boom. Phelps, there is absolutely no way he can win this one out.
Outside of A, apart from Bolts in the Palace, who really can't throw much utility, can't be too much of a nuisance here on that A site. Trying to sell a bit of a B fake here, but the bomb is there. Cello's still lurking mid. They're not going to commit until they find another kill. They're hoping Isurus overplay their hand, but this close peek. Oh, the jump. It's excellent. Cello predicts that well, and he doubles up. Big A kills. The bomb is going to leave now. They don't need to go B, as the rotations are going to be forced by Isurus.
And every shot connects for Isurus, right? It was looking like this was about to get out of hand, and then in the blink of an eye, 1962 and Lynx putting up a kill between them have turned this back in the advantage of the Argentinian side.
the entire time since those kills came through for Cello, B's been open. Isurus just left it. So if Boom actually committed to what they were doing all round long, which was having 2-3 players in the apartments, they would have likely won that round.
Well, the answer might surprise you. It's A, but Isurus, they stacked B. That's kind of hilarious.
That's fine, though. They can play retake. It's what they've been doing all game long.
Yeah, right. And on top of that, you kind of understand the thought process. Even they're thinking, there's no way they just go A this entire first half. And yet here they are going A this entire first half. So Bomb now down and Reversive sneaking out through CT. Catches Bolts unaware. Yell. Ooh, it's ugly. It's gross. But the Mac-10, not enough. It is finished off by Phelps with the Galil. Cello naded at ramp. Sprays. Does take down the first. And the bomb defuse gets denied. But it's only briefly. Isurus gonna grab that one
here to help us decide, to help us guide you through what is this grand final for the South American region.
Yeah, we gotta start, and we gotta start now because this B play is fast and ferocious from Isurus. Phelps in with one in response, but the site is already crumbled and it's overrun now by the Isurus side. Shiz does remove one here with his USP to turn the advantage back in favor of Isurus. But look at Deco, look at him going into the backline into the market, and he's not looking to make a purchase. He's
completely
looking
exposed and completely in control for the side of Isurus.
Oh, Boom, no.
Yeah, Boom have to know because this hit's coming into the B site. It's coming in with a fast pace. Deco finds two before, well, the rest of that of Boom shows up. Yell with some huge scout shots. Holy smokes. This is a chaotic round, all things considered. Now down to a 2v1, 1962 with an AK, Flash, and of course trying to get out of dodge with 46 HP. He's gonna have to win these two fights. Will they give it to him one-on-one? Nope. Cello.
with all these B plays, Isurus, they really are thinking outside of the boombox. Starts to go pushing on up. Nade goes in. Isurus now churned up by that grenade from Bolts. They do, however, get 2 kills and open up the site. For Yell, he's in a bit of an awkward spot because he wants to get stuck in. He wants to try and deny this site control, but he was alone briefly, so he tries to slow down, and we watch as 1962 cuts down his teammate before his very eyes. They know that there's a man wrapping around as well. Cello's not been discreet about it, but he has picked up that first kill. Lynx is now stuck between a rock and a hard place. Lynx not able to deal with Cello. A nice attempt, right? He does a good job of...
Meanwhile, Noxie has found his way through the underpass and a lot of utility being exchanged, or better yet, used from the side of Isurus towards this B site.
Nice.
What's that going to do? That's going to draw a lot of attention. That's going to give Noxie that freedom of movement that he was so looking for. Cello, on the other hand, finding a bunch of fights he might not have even wanted. 2v3, I say that in Deco. Well, don't mess with the Deco, because he's got some bullets for you. Bolts.
You're late to B play. Ooh.
Yeah, now we get to see that, right? In through the apartments they go. Bolts is here, and Phelps has just rotated on round to help hold the line. Are they going to be able to do it between the two of them? Phelps is immediately shut down. Bolts now, oh, not ready for Lynx to run the gauntlet and take him down up close and personal. And now Noxie in through the apartments. Gonna start to arrive and help his teammate out. In the meantime, Shiz is wrapping down in through lower, very sneaky. That is up until he reaches the apartments, and now bomb planted, Boomer on the clock. Shiz is gonna spot Noxie and does just about best him. Lynx is now alone in the 1v2. This is gonna be a huge clutch if he's able to pick it up. But the odds are stacked against him. He's trying to isolate these gunfights. Boom, they've got to start to pick up the pace at some point soon. And they try and send Yell in through the window. Damage done by Lynx. They have him trapped, but that might not matter. Back against the wall, and that's where he looks to do his best work yet. Lynx with a 1v2.
It's a bit of a mixed bag, and Isurus just playing patient. They get the connector, they get mid for free. No rifles here to stop them. And it's just about gaining info for Boom. They have no idea how close 1962 is. Oh, the spray is whiffed, but he does follow up well with one. Trade is there, but Boom are about to get split upon on this A site. With that smoke down, there's nothing the Jumble players can do but rush through it, but they do find one for their troubles. Double down for Phelps. An AK gifted, and a third round. The bomb drop tumbling down the stairs, and this round has come crumbling down. Boom. They pick it up with pistols.
This is on a buy in the following round. They've kept enough money for that. Noxie I was going to say, I
it.
don't know how long he's going to stay alive for. It was a bit of a mystery how he was able to get out. That nade has just done so much damage, and with it, the round might just draw to a close. It's the walking wounded in towards the B bomb site. Now just one man left. Put down 12 on the... into the Palace. Smoke's now going over. Isurus looking to go for just this standard A-side play. Standard might not cut it when you're up against the likes of Boom. The flash is so good, but there's the trade from 1962 at the very, very least. Nade's finding a healthy bit of damage. Yell just ducking his way out of danger there from Noxy as he tries to get up for the Palace peak. Smoke's now starting to dissipate. They've taken so long to get into the site that these smokes have faded.
You know, the recent past. And this really does have overtime written all over it, unless Isurus can do something magical here in the connector. And so far, Shiz has plans of his own. 2 headshots for him. Make it 3. Will he make it 4? No, it doesn't even matter. Deco can't quite stick it to him as Yell's AWP is going to be the one that puts the final...
The nerves they must be feeling, right? Because they've done the one thing they didn't want to do, and that's let Boom start to get comfortable again.
Dear.
There was a time where they had Boom on the ropes, and they felt very uncertain, very unsure about going for a lot of these plays. And right now, they're looking more confident than ever. All the shots are connecting, and Boom might just take the first in OT if Reversive can't put on a clinic, and he cannot. The doctor is in, and it's Yell on the other side. Boom.
Yeah, that damage done to Noxy and Lynx early on in the round is going to be enough to force a fight here out of window. Cello wasn't done. He almost gets away from the molly. After getting 2, he's done enough, and it's Lynx's Molotov that takes him out. Meanwhile, Shiz on the timing play will also play himself.
He walked into that angle without clearing it. That was a bit of a weird one. I feel like he completely discounted the chance of someone being there.
Oh, yeah, 1962 is so trapped in the window. Yell getting dinked from ramp, but it's only for 12 damage. Reversive almost with the timing, and he does flick back to deal with bolts. Phelps is just biding his time, and right now they have Isurus Pinson, but that's not the case anymore. Deco turns it on its head and puts
gives audio to Bolt. So yeah, he may have fired, but it goes both ways really. Luckily it's traded, and Isurus keeps things in the 4-on-4. Yell playing ramp like he owned it, but he never cleared that position. Luckily Shiz has. He's got 2 from the site. Lynx is coming in late with a lot of kills to his name and the bomb on his back. He can't afford to die on his own. And a good decision from Shiz to just lock in, not giving away anything here. He knows Cello has his cross covered. He knows he can't die as long as he stays hidden behind this box. And so 25 seconds, Lynx needs to cross to the site. He has a smoke to do so, but Cello is waiting.
Oh, but he does hit the shot on the guy in Palace, and that's going to create an interesting situation as we look towards this next
round's over.
It's your own kryptonite.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like it's the one thing that you have that you know, really you can unlock and really be at your own detriment.
Oh my, it's absolutely heating up here. Reversive has nowhere to go but death. The Molotovs surround the site, and the flash is good to find the player and spawn. It is traded. The Orc for Yell, cutting off a rotation, and Boom back in the advantage with the bomb in their favor. Isurus was so good at the retakes, but so often they were in the advantage while coming in. Well, now, nothing like it. 3-on-1, Deco, he's had a dominant game, but he might just have to save as Boom have locked in the first round on this T side.
Man, saving in overtime, that is brutal, right? Especially because there's a chance you only get to play one more round. And yeah, I think that's quite a good sign of the times. He doesn't even get away with the Orcs. So an 8.
They're currently towards that site. It's going to be Reversive and Noxy. They're about to have a whole lot of unwanted guests here on this site. Reversive with the first frag. He's not alone. Noxy actually getting it done there. And Cello, well, he's got some words to say for himself. This has gotten really hairy.
Oh, a couple of missed shots from Yell at the worst possible time. At least they've got something to show for their troubles. They try and take Catwalk here with a con smoke down. Deco holds the line, albeit briefly. A flash for 1962, and that bomb is dropped. Yell, we saw him missing these shots in Connector last time around. And a 1v4 is where he finds himself now. He cannot afford to miss again. And there's the first man struck from the tally. Yell still has a lot more to do before he can shout about this round to anyone. Oh, and another now. Yell, 2 players left to find. There's definitely a chance. 1962 and Noxy. left in the runnings. Yell made this convincing thus far, but misses.
But now Isurus know what to expect, and they've been doing it all game long. A heavy A setup now. 3 players here. Phelps, so free kill. Noxy is not ready for Connector, and Deco has to trade. He has to keep something going here in this round. Luckily, 1 kill and surviving. His teammate low, but also still up. Bonpon is open, but the molly actually pushes Deco into the fight. Bolts can trade, but it won't matter. The round is not his. It's Isurus' kill at bare minimum. But past that point, it's going to get difficult.
Yeah, but here's the problem, right? You've been very much kind of done in by your own bravado here if you're Boom. Every one of these A-side takes has been so fast, so, like, telegraphed. And so with no movement seen at the A-site, they preemptively rotated players around here to B. Lynx is still in the site. He's behind Yell. He's dropped the bomb. They don't even know. They don't even know that he's here, and he's tearing them apart. Bolts is in with 2 of his own. This round is utter chaos. Noxy versus Bolts, and Bolts has done so much to keep the dream alive, and there we go. He carries on.
You would think, but even just taking fights with this MP9. Oh, he's going to find a player on his own with the bomb. Oh, that's a big kill. And he's just going to leave. 7 HP, no reason to hold on to the package. I like this decision as well. Will, of course, give Boom back the bomb, but they're going to spend ample time looking for that, I thought. But Bolts just immediately removes him from the round. And now aggression towards the T-spawn is being held. Phelps is here with his 37th kill of the game. And Boom, they're ready no matter where Isurus find themselves. 3 on 2. And for Isurus, it's just about gambling now.
Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. In this case, it's overtime, so there isn't going to be any sort of hold-ems.
Lynx is going to hit that shot, but he's blind. Tries to duck back into CT, and Deco's won the fight out briefly, but Phelps gets that trade. Lynx, 15 points of health. This man has delivered us so many highlight clips in this map. Will this be another to add to the tally? No, it's not.
Just got to wait.
Yeah, standard set smokes into the A-bomb site. Cello underneath, he's been double mollied. He's sitting in it, waiting for as long as he can. He does get dropped almost immediately. Yell and Shuzdo, they've taken the round into their hands, and they've tried to do what they can. They've got it back under wraps, but albeit briefly. Yell still putting up numbers, leaves reversive now in this clutch. 1v2 required, and the nade is perfect from Bolts. 21-19, match, series.
Too long, Trace, far too long.
Something of the sort. Either way, we have him back on the AWP, and he is posted up looking for a pick here in middle. But that smoke is dropped. It's going to give a little bit of a veil of movement. Just barely missing the shot. He's going to take some grenade damage too. Meanwhile, Phelps peeking off catwalk with his 39th kill. This could very well be the end for Isurus in the bracket.
Oh dear.
They have been absolutely melted here, and it's 1962. What can he do? 2 kills to his name, nowhere else to go.